Liv Morgan is brilliant for doing this. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what she did and why it is brilliant. Because Liv Morgan, she's a little decisive, right? You either love her, you hate her, you think she's overrated, you think she's underrated. Either way, you have an opinion about Liv Morgan, and that's what's great. Liv Morgan has transformed her career, and that is why things have turned around for Liv Morgan. That is why her career has blossomed. Now, keep in mind that it does help that WWE brass has gotten behind her, and it's for stuff like this. Stuff like this that we're going to get to in a minute is why she's so brilliant, why she's taken the extra step, why she has gone from a undercard to a upper card to a champion at one point, back down to an upper card, right back up to a champion. Her career trajectory has literally been like a stock market, just up, down, or a roller coaster ride, if you will. And for Liv Morgan fans, well, I think that's a great description, a roller coaster ride full of ups and downs, big wins, big losses, frustration, hope, happiness, every emotion you can think of, this fan base has gone through. Think about it. She was, a few years ago, she had her first program with Becky Lynch, a huge program, 21, 22-ish, around there, right? A few years ago when Becky was the Raw Women's Champion. And then they did a little thing with her, but they didn't get her over. They didn't necessarily have her beat Becky, but it was later on that year, right? She beat Ronda Rousey, but then you look forward to this year, and it's like, okay, first of all, she returns at the Royal Rumble. She kicks off the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. She enters into a long, lengthy, and fun, more importantly, feud with Becky Lynch earlier this year, right? She is heck bent on just destroying folks, and she loses to Becky. Ugh. That didn't feel good. And oh, by the way, she also missed WrestleMania. And then she coming out of Mania, right? Becky Lynch, she puts over Rhea Ripley. And then this happens. Everything changed for her. She injured Rhea Ripley, which is not necessarily the greatest thing in the world. It's something in which you don't want to do. Think about this. Liv was only there to put over Rhea. That's all she was there to do. Most likely a one-off. Like, it was not going to be that big of a deal. Sure, it was a notable program, but, like, they weren't going to get any mileage out of it. Nothing like they did with Becky, right? But Rhea got injured. She got injured, and Liv Morgan took off, and she was doing opening and closing and multiple segments on Monday Night Raw each and every week, building up a program with someone who was not even on the show. She was out due to injury. They had to do this for multiple months, but the fan base, they loved her, and her beating Becky Lynch once at King and Queen of the Ring for the Women's World title. That was step one. That was a huge launching pad. But I think it was absolutely crucial that a few nights later on Monday Night Raw, she beats Becky Lynch in a steel cage match. Like, that was notable. Here's what she's brilliant by. Liv Morgan sent out a tweet, and I apologize, it is a smidge outdated, but it's only by a few days, so apologies there. But where does Liv Morgan rank in terms of all-time great women's world champions in pro wrestling history and WWE history? Well, if you ask a Judgment Day member, she's going to tell you with absolutely no hesitation that she tops the list, because the women's world champion, she took to social media to not only remind fans of her accomplishments in the last few months, but to declare herself. She said, "I just remember I ended Rhea Ripley's undefeated streak, and I single-handedly retired Becky Lynch." Ugh. Then she followed up with another statement noting, "I am the greatest women's world champion of all time. Cry about it." Oh, you talk about getting under people's skins. Liv Morgan just checked the box. Matter of fact, she just blew up that box. Liv Morgan on that tweet, or in that tweet I should say, absolutely crushed it. She lit it on fire. As the hippity hop kids once said, it was lit. Or so I'm told. Hey, I'm only 30. So, look, Liv Morgan, there's a few things we can take away from this tweet, right? Just a reminder, I ended Rhea Ripley's undefeated streak. Pause. Factual. She single-handedly retired Becky Lynch. Somewhat factual, right? Becky Lynch, she took time off from WWE. She opted not to sign a new deal with the company. She said, you know what? Keep your money. I don't want it. I don't really need it. I'm going to go home and I'm going to be a full-time mother, right? She's made her money. She's a huge star. She's hit that upper echelon. I think she's a megastar at this point. She's going to be a mom. And we don't know when she's coming back. We know she's not going to AEW. That was made clear, reportedly. And we don't know when she's coming back to WWE. Now, do I think she actually single-handedly retired Becky Lynch and Becky Lynch will never come back to WWE and wrestle another match? Absolutely not. That's crazy. But what I will tell you this, I think you have to look at it from this standpoint. Becky Lynch is not around. We don't know when she's going to be coming back. It could be tomorrow. It could be 5, 10, 15, 20 years. We don't know. So for now, Liv Morgan's actually kind of true. It's right. She's right. In terms of the greatest women's world champion of all time, of course not. No. She's not the greatest women's world champion of all time. If you want to just put women's world champion, you want to put it in a subcategory under women's champion, Rhea Ripley would probably hold that honor, right? She was champion when they rebranded it. She held it for a year, essentially. If you want to talk about greatest women's champions, that's a different time, y'all. That's a different place. It's a different discussion. Personally, I'm going to put Charlotte Flair in that. Look at what she's done. The main events, the feuds, the championships, the big moments, the big wins, the big matches, the big opponents. You can go down the list. All right. Liv Morgan, though, you got to give her a lot of credit for being able to transform into who she is, what she stands for, how she's booked, how she's presented, all of these different things. That is crucial. That is the importance. That is what matters. So if you look at Liv Morgan, that tweet was absolutely money. Money. You could literally print it. Break out the presses or the paper printers, the paper pressers, whatever you want to do. I don't know how they print money, but do it because that tweet, spot on, right on the money in my opinion. It's just my opinion. But let me know down in the comments area below. And oh, by the way, while you're down in the comments, let me know, do you think Liv Morgan's going to beat Rhea Ripley at Bad Blood? Do you? I don't know. I think Rhea's going to take it. I really, really do. And I personally, I'd book them in Hell in a Cell because I think Rhea Ripley should win. And I think she should do so with outside interference from Dirty Dom or Daddy Dom, whatever you want to call him these days. Just my take, just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments here below. I'd love to hear from you. Hit that like button, subscribe button, comments, all that good stuff. I will see each and every one of you in the next video.